to delete people, but not a lot of beef behind her. This is a very squishy comp coming through from the side of MVP. Feast of Famine and then some, and it's against Katie Rolster, by far the best early game team in the world.
Absolutely terrifying. And MVP are by far one of the worst early game teams in the world, Papa Smithy. This is exactly what you don't want. And maybe they looked at their last comp, we're like, we only had 2 damage threats. Quickly, we need 2 more.
But how good do you feel if you find a way to win this game against KT? MVP throwing logic on its head. This is the team that has chosen so many off-meta comps. This is the team that had top lane Rengar that was an accident. It was supposed to be a support Rengar. Anything is possible, Atlas.
Yep, that's the kind of accident that you want when it's supposed to be a support Rengar. But at least Ian is back on the Corki. He did look good, especially in the late game. And Maha does have his eye in when it comes to the Xayah, but they weren't able to topple them in game number 1 with a more rounded composition. Now, going a bit balls to the wall with this comp. And you're right. The early game doesn't go right, it will be a problem. But KT's early game composition looks damn good too. It's a worry for
buy time and get beyond top lane. Notice score is level 4 to the level 3 of Beyond though. It could be the turn.
Yeah, they're looking for the stun. They find the Cocoon onto ADD though, and Score has to flash himself out of the way. Good repel as Smeb gets himself over to the side, but Beyond should be able to find this one. Oh my god, the heal comes in, but First Blood still goes over to MVP, but Pawn's got the double buffs, and ADD is, able to get out with a hook shot. Nicely done. Actually skirts through the little Krugs as well with that one.
You're not able to react in the engage. There is a repeat gank option for Beyond. But when you're Nidalee Corki, your ganking mid lane synergy is not great. Bot lane.
Yeah, that's going to be the flash. The Ignite's already down as well as Mata's going to fall, but Maha's in trouble. Score gets himself over to Beyond, who's trying to dash his way out, but Max just keeping everyone alive. Spear is going to land there, but no aggression onto Deft, but he just cannot get...
It was actually Maha being zoned from a lot of the minions.
Now Pawn is looking for more. The double terrain composition from KT, demonstrating that you don't even need a Weaver's Wall, and Talia is a fantastic gank option. Just in the...
Based on Twitch chat.
I don't know. I don't know either. ADD taking a bit of damage here. Score looking for the dive. Pawn's making his way up as well. The Camille will be struggling. Really good use of the ultimate, but still going to die as Pawn just flicks him back in to his threaded volley. Doesn't tank the turret until...
That Camille is still a level behind, and they would love to kill her again.
Oh god, Weaver's Wall's going to come in. Cocoon's going to miss, but who cares? Ultimatum comes down as well. This turret is very, very low as they're just trying to hold on to the turret aggro onto Smeb. Score picks that one up. Pawn somehow always is the first one to get the aggro. So now Beyond can't go through the threaded volley, and despite hitting a pretty damaging spear onto Score, they're able to grab the kill and grab the turret and not lose anything.
But this is the problem.
With a pretty gross lead building towards Gargoyle's Stoneplate. It's been pretty easy to detect Jarvan builds recently, just because it's just pretty easily the Titanic Hydra into Black Cleaver, into the Gargoyle's Stoneplate. Not necessarily in that order, as now Beyond is getting surrounded, and ADD is dead. That had to be a slam dunk. That felt like, you know, the real, you were talking about arcade games, right?
Take a lot of damage when you die in the CC duration of just a Cocoon.
That was half the CC duration of a Cocoon. I'm not even sure that hook even landed.
I don't think so. I think it was dead.
Yeah. Oh, what would have been really cool is if the hook had then hit the guy behind him. Didn't happen. Baron is going to be the next option.
Look at the control ward line they have. They have a control ward line at 24 minutes of every brush on the way to the first camp in their own jungle.
And there's nowhere that they could even use a blast cone to get over. Oh my god. Free Infernal Drake though for MVP. The advantages that they're going to gain of multiplicative scaling of their damage stats is going to be incredible. Oh, really good blast going there as Smeb wants to get himself in. Cataclysm lands. There's the hook from Mata as he throws out the Dark Passage to no one in particular. It's going to be the Corki falling down. And Pawn grabs that kill against his opposite number in the mid lane.
Balling advantages early, and sure, they can mismanage them from occasion. But more often than not, you have games like this where they look worlds apart from their enemy, as Smeb might die anyway.
He might. Flags and drags his way out, as there's a Cataclysm trying to do some work. Oh my god! Balls, second one of the game for KT, and they're not done yet. Minion wave moving towards this mid lane inhibitor turret, and Deft is still just clearing minions. In goes ADD. The ultimatum goes down to Smeb, just trying to keep himself alive. Stoneplate does exactly that, as now Deft has the consistent damage. Flash right in there. He's going to die immediately, though. That was a little bit overly excited. As in goes Pawn. Shoves them all back. So much damage. He's still alive. As ADD jumps forward, the Flash. Unfortunate use.
Pawn.
Oh, my God.
Sometimes Pawn is a god, Atlas.
Exactly. The threaded volley went in the wrong direction. Other than that was stunning. Oh, my God. Now KT should be able to just finish this one off. Max, of course, it's so early in this game that he's respawned again. Picks up Pawn, who almost got MVP until he just bet his life away underneath the turret here. Max is just being ignored by KT. Another day in the office for these guys as it's looking like the 2-0 over MVP. I want to apologize for the fact that we weren't really talking about much throughout the entire game, but that was because of the KT dominance that they were able to put out. That's an open Nexus that they're not.
But the respawns are coming, Atlas. Too early in the game.
Oh, no.
No need for apologies. We're talking about the real fans. They know that there's no chance that MVP comes back in this game, Atlas. You can't convince them.
But what if they did? This is like the what if he makes the first jump? No one makes the first jump. No one survives that either, as Maha just explodes. Ultimatum comes in, but that's not the ultimatum you want. This is the partner giving out the ultimatum when the partner definitely wants to break up, okay? Like, this is exactly what KT wanted. That ultimatum, not so great, as now Smeb is playing with his food. The Nexus should fall down now, as hopefully my condition doesn't come back once again. Deft is here. He's got auto attacks, and there's a fountain still down. Okay, Deft, be careful. KT will be able to do it now, though. 32 minutes into the game, and MVP are flattened by KT. The Warpath certainly on once again, and no 3-game series this time.
Not this time, but a domination from KT Rolster, blowing away MVP in the early game. Another draft with these Nidalees that really makes very little sense. Went for the Camille last pick when they had no front line. Could have just gone for Jason, rolled all in on Poke, but went for the Camille split push. Camille ganked 3 times, was never going to do anything in the game, and KT, after being run a bit in the first game, where MVP made it competitive, kind of in spite of what the game could have been, blow away their opposition.